camping exactly 0 times by myself before this. Assateague Island, wild horses, 30-mile-per-hour winds, and me figuring it out in real time. Here's day 1.
I got the campsite, one of them that I wanted. It is very windy. It's up to 30 miles per hour wind. So I didn't get my canopy up. Actually, one of my neighbors saw me fighting with the wind in the canopy and came over and tried to rescue me. I ended up putting it away, but he was very nice. He asked me to join him and his family for dinner. Lovely Thai family. I did not take him up on the offer, but he was very kind and saw my battle. But I did set up my mattress and my bed set up in the car, so that's all ready. I'm gonna head over to one of the other campsites now to try and catch the sunset and see more of the park before the sun's down, and I'm gonna come back and attempt to make a fire, so we'll see how that goes. Sunset. It was beautiful. There are also some ponies out here, so I got to see them with the sunset in the backdrop. So it is truly gorgeous out here. Sunset over the water. It's magical. There's some ducks in a little pond out there, and it's pretty quiet, so just a couple other people out here. Okay, so I did get the fire started, but I struggled to keep it going. With the wind, it was just really a struggle, and I was feeling quite defeated, but it was still pretty early. It was like 5:30, and I didn't want to just hang out all night, so I went and got a different type of fire starter and some lighter fluid. So now the fire is going, but it's too cold to sit out there, so I've moved into the car. The setup is pretty nice. The sleeping pad is really cozy. I had these string lights from my backpacking tent that I put up, so it adds a lot of extra light into the car. So that's really nice, especially since I'll be hanging out in here for a while. The fire is going. I can see it from the car. So that's good that I can keep an eye on it. I'll let it die down and then go out there at night and make sure that it's out before I go to bed. So while I was waiting for the fire to go out, I remembered that I had packed a apple that I added like some brown sugar and oats to roast over the fire in a foil packet. We'll see how this goes, because it's supposed to be soft, but it doesn't feel like it, so let's see the foil packet. Open it up. So parts of it, let's see. So it is very warm. I just don't think it completely cooked all the way through. So just gonna bite into it and we'll see. It's really good though. So it's warm. It's not completely soft, but I did use a pretty firm apple. The inside, the brown sugar, the butter is clearly melted and it's kind of caramelized, and cooked the oats. Oh wow, parts of the apple are really hot still. It's a nice little warm treat for the evening. So first time cooking on a campfire, so somewhat of a success, I guess. It tastes good in intended purpose, but overall pretty good. I'm gonna eat this little snack and then probably get set up for bed and maybe watch an episode of something until I fall asleep. So, yeah, that's pretty much a wrap on day 1. So, I didn't go out to see the sunrise. It was way too cold. So I did kind of see it from the car. I've seen some people coming back from the beach with their like cameras and setup, so maybe tomorrow, but it was so cold. So last night I did turn the heater on in the car to kind of warm things up before going to bed, and then I had my sleep set up. I think some things I might change differently. For the most part, I slept pretty well. Kind of see it's nice out, the sun's coming out. So I've turned the heater on now to warm up the car and get my clothes for today warm so I can change and head out and get the day started, make some coffee, and maybe get the fire going again to make some breakfast. But yeah, excited to head out and explore more today. Okay, so I tried fire. Thought I could heat this water in the kettle. It's like lukewarm. Now I put a skillet on the embers to make some bacon. I don't think that's going to be successful, so I'm going to have to break out my stove. Took a little detour and came out to Chincoteague. I think that's how you say it. It's the Virginia side of Assateague, and behind me is the Assateague Lighthouse. So there's a big wildlife refuge, and they had special hours because it's a holiday weekend, so you got to drive through and see. It was a special waterfowl event, so lots of birds, but some ponies also. Just a really beautiful refuge. So this side is definitely more scenic. Not as many activities. I did stop and get some food, but it was pretty cool. Okay, so I just got back from my adventure today at the wildlife refuge, and I was at the picnic table starting to get everything ready to make dinner. I started the fire, and then I heard then saw the ponies are right across the way. So I didn't want to prepare my food there and invite them over for dinner. It seems like most people are cooking right now, so I think they're just kind of out and grazing, but I'm just going to prepare my potato that I'm going to foil pack it on the fire, prepare it in the car, and then toss it on the fire, and then probably hang out in the car. Make sure I don't have any run-ins with the ponies. I did come back and see that they were here at camp. They left some nice surprises for me in the campsite, so they have been hanging around all day. But I just brought this potato, some butter, and some cheese that I'm going to toss in here, and then put it in the foil packet and place it on the stove. Hopefully, the fire. It doesn't take super long to cook. I'm just slicing some scores in here so it will cook evenly, hopefully. But hopefully I don't have any more visitors tonight at the campsite, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, so potato did not turn out as anticipated, so it's been on there for about an hour. I've turned it, I opened it up, and the cheese and butter and everything's all gooey and melted inside, but the potato is not cooked at all. So thankfully I have a backup. I brought a salad. I actually brought a lot of extra food just in case my food experiments did not go according to plan. The fire is pretty much dying out, so I did take some of the embers that are still hot and put the potato on there, and we'll see if it cooks that way. But either way, I have plenty of backup food. So I gotta figure out what I'm doing wrong with trying to cook on the fire grates. So lessons to be learned for next time, but I am in the car now. There are a lot more people in the campsite today. I should say like groups, so it's a little noisier, but everyone sounds like they're having a good time. But I did have some concerns about privacy in the car with there being so many more people. I had bought some like insulator type, I have to look up what they're called, but I had started to cut them out to fit into the windows, but that project was more extensive than I thought it would be. But I did bring all the stuff with me, so I just taped up some of them for now, so I have a little privacy on all the sides where the large groups are, just because when I have the lights on, you can see everything in the car, but with those up, it does give me some extra privacy in here. So I'm gonna eat my salad. I'll check on the potato in a little bit and make sure the fire completely dies out before calling it a night. Okay, I did manage to get out of bed early enough to come catch the sunrise, so it's coming up over there, but waking up to hearing the waves crashing on the beach, just, oh, it was so nice, and the sun is coming up. There's a few people out on the beach. Probably got another 10 minutes before it fully rises, but it's so pretty out here. It's still very windy and cold, but at least beating the rain. It's going to rain later today, but I'll be out of camp by then. But I'm just catching this really pretty sunrise. Probably make some coffee and then pack up, but glad I made it out today. Okay, so I packed up pretty much after I caught the sunrise. The clouds, as you can see, are pretty ominous back there. It's not calling for rain until later today, but I don't want to get caught in it, so I packed up really quickly, and actually it wasn't very quick. It was harder getting everything back in and organized. I definitely brought too much stuff, but packed up. I'm gonna go grab breakfast in the neighboring town, this little coffee shop I want to check out, and then get on the road. I did sleep much better. Actually, I got too hot in the middle of the night, which is what I had expected on the first night, but I put my quilted sleeping quilt inside the fleece sleeping bag liner, and I think that kept the warmth in. So I had a really good night's sleep. Had a beautiful sunrise. About to head out, but I think that was a successful first solo camping weekend. So I will definitely be back, especially when the season's open and there's more stuff. But I did catch some ponies in the road coming out, and yeah, overall really happy with how the weekend went.
If you're thinking about solo camping and you keep talking yourself out of it, just go. Nothing's going to be perfect the first time, but you'll figure it out, and it's worth it. I'll link everything I brought in the description and leave out anything I didn't use. Subscribe if you want to come along for what's next.